So the number one thing is we get back to our constitutional values. I have talked about cutting, eliminating, reducing, let's say 95% of the budget, if not more, the federal departments of education, energy, labor, interior, housing and urban development, environmental protection agency. Why do I want to get rid of those? They're not constitutional.
Amen.
There's nothing in the Constitution that gives the federal government the right to have anything to do with those subjects. I want education to be local. The state can have some influence, but it needs to be local, the elected school boards. Think about what we need to do with energy. Why in the world is the federal government involved in trying to tell the states what to do with their energy policy for their states? It's the same thing with labor. It's the same thing with housing and urban development. Think Environmental Protection Agency. We've got the Department of Environmental Protection here. We don't need the EPA from the federal government. So we've got to get rid of the federal bureaucracy, which will then unleash number two, which is the tax reform, the growth, the jobs, the economic opportunity. I call it, and this is not original, if I knew who said it first, I'd give him credit, but I don't remember. The axis of unemployment is too much taxation, too much regulation, and too much litigation. So we've got to get rid of those. And let's commend President Trump. 22 regulations eliminated for every one added. He wanted 2 for 1 and he got 22 for 1. That's awesome. When I went to Tallahassee, we eliminated a lot of regulations and we reduced taxation, but we were not real successful at reducing litigation. We have still got to do that, especially in medicine. The defensive medicine posture cost because of litigation is increasing your cost of medicine. When President Trump made the comment to the blacks, he said, "What have you got to lose?" Anybody remember that? And he got a lot of flack for that. Do you know that now, right now, the unemployment, it's the lowest unemployment rate in history, ever, for Black America. Now, that's from President Trump's policies. I think that's amazing. I think that is wonderful, and yet they're calling him racist. Go figure. So, tax reform, I'm a fair taxer. I don't know how many of you know what the fair tax is. That means we go from an income tax to a consumption tax, where we choose to buy, we choose to pay, because we choose to purchase that item. So, the Constitution is number one, national security is number two, tax reform, the economy, jobs, that floats so many boats. When people have a job, that eliminates so many other problems. The thing I want you all to remember is that my goal is to represent us. And my record shows I have always stood for us. One of the candidates talks about job creation. I've created more jobs in Congressional District 6 by far than any other candidate. Because Ormond Crossings at US 1 and 95, we just had a groundbreaking for a 135,000 square foot building that will house 750 employees. Lockbird Security First Insurance just broke ground there. That was a project that I envisioned in 2002. I raised the standard of what was going to be at that land. As mayor, I had the bully pulpit and I used it. As a state representative, I got rid of the regulations that were keeping us from doing that. Then the economy tanked and we had to wait a few years. But that's okay. You cast the vision, you stay with the vision, the people succeed. So I'm going to shut up and let you guys ask me questions after I say one more thing. Anybody has a cell phone, if you would go to your cell phone and text FRED, F-R-E-D to 41411, you'll get updates on the campaign. Our website, Fred with the number 4, fredforus.com. There's Fred's Pledge there, which has 12 different subjects. It's a detailed policy outline. I believe you have a right to know where I stand on the issues. So we have put it out there. I challenge all the other candidates in all other races to do the same thing. People have a right to know what their leaders and their candidates believe. You have a right to know past, present, future. So I encourage you to go to the website and to text Fred to 41411.